the Muslims and the Muslimas, especially with the mask, you know, the flag. I see y'all with the star and the crescent and all that. Y'all styling, doing y'all thing real big. This is the thing I was thinking that it might sound, you know, I'm gonna tell you what my first thought was. I was like, brother, the minister's 87. If I was 87, if y'all hear me now, y'all, man, if they let me get to 87, you think I'm gonna say whatever. I'm doing whatever. Me and God got an appointment. It's a matter of time. You thought the minister didn't have any punches pulled before. I can't wait till July 4th to hear what the minister's going to say. Oh, my goodness. Man. And I feel like the population is more ripe for the truth than they've been in generations. I would argue maybe since the days of Frederick Douglass, where so many of us were enslaved. It was such an undeniable reality. When people are trying to buy back members of their own families, right? You couldn't ignore slavery whether you were free or not. I think this is that type of moment that we've entered. And through his discipline and through his diet, he has preserved himself and been obedient to the degree that he can survive to meet the moment and deliver a message in a time such as this to tell us and explain to us these times and what must be done. I mean, he is going to knock the brains out of falsehood with straight truth and mathematics in no limit of time. You know how angry your enemy is when you 87 looking better than they looking at 40? You got people with their stomach hanging over their belt at 35 and 40 talking about Farrakhan. I hope they don't have Farrakhan. Meanwhile, the minister is 87, skin glowing, looking healthier, speaking more clearly, not just than Joe Biden, but no. You want a blueprint? We could talk about a blueprint. I'm talking about a nation within a nation. I see what separation has done for those who have at least in their consciousness, because it starts in the mind and the spirit. Some people say, well, I know a brother, he worked for the school system here in the nation, he not really separated, but in his mind and in his spirit, has he accepted his own and come unto the knowledge of himself, or is he too busy just trying to call up TV and radio stations and tear down black leaders every week? And I told y'all about that. You don't hear me doing too much, you know, hard critique of black leadership because I know the burden that it is just to be a leader of anything. So when I see a man that has so many proven results, when I see a man that has transformed the lives of drug dealers and drug addicts and criminals and innocent people alike, when I see somebody who for 50 to 60 plus years has remained on the front line speaking truth to power when nobody, and has helped people that didn't turn around and help him. I remember what he did when Jesse Jackson was running and the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan was saying, although we don't believe in the voting process traditionally, that the Honorable Minister was talking about voting for Jesse Jackson and supporting his brother. Even when many argue that Jesse Jackson started towing a fine line between politics and his personal, debt to the nation, people forgave it. When we saw Barack Obama in that picture with Farrakhan, and Farrakhan never showed the picture that could have destroyed the campaign of Barack Obama and prevented him from being the first black president. There was a picture. You could Google it. Type in Farrakhan and Obama. You could see the picture. The nation knew about that picture. I'm talking about men that are so disciplined, and women, shout out to the MGT, so disciplined and so strategic and pragmatic that they say we're not going to be impulsive and emotional. Even when you denounce and repudiate our leader, we are going to recognize that he is still a man of God. We are still a nation of God, divinely inspired and have divine providence, so you might repudiate him in the moment, but history will judge you accordingly and reward him accordingly for his restraint. Despite the fact that he could have, with the turn of a finger, like Denzel and Malcolm X, he could have prevented your presidency from moving forward. All he had to say was, not only have I spoke with him, not only is there a picture, not only was he in Chicago, not only did he visit with me, he could have, man, do you know how it is to watch somebody talk down about you, but know they don't know you and just give them grace, even though they don't even know they being extended the grace? July 4th, y'all. NOI.org. We tuning in together. You learning with word, y'all.